You can start the videos whenever.
Hot and ready, hot and ready. Biscuits, biscuits, get them now. Hot and ready.
Okay, Wendy.
Do I not have a water?
Is that mine?
This is your water.
Okay.
I think that water is mine right there, right? It's yours? Okay.
He was gonna snatch our water.
Right.
Type shit.
How often are you stretching? You know what I mean?
Stretching.
I've
been trying to stretch more, like morning and night. Like wake up in the morning, stretch. Cause I know I'm getting old.
What's the go-to stretch? Old heads hit this number a lot.
So, old heads. Everyone doesn't hit.
Are we old heads?
Is that not a normal thing? Like that stretch?
This one?
And I get the like leg onto the.
The shake is when you hit the max.
That's
and
what
you
I'm
hold
saying.
it.
You hold it, you're like, whoa, type shit.
What would happen if you hold that for longer than you're supposed to?
I don't think it's possible. I think it's just one of those things that is like a burst of dopamine. Because I just be like with cleaning your ear with Q-tips. You can't do it for too long.
Oh yeah, it's great.
But it feels good. Like you like.
Yeah. Sometimes it hurts though.
See, that's when
and you're like, oh, and then you try to, and because it hurts, you go a little bit closer to that again.
And then you get that little.
Yeah.
It goes away.
Well, what gives you a burst of dopamine? Where does Rasha get his dopamine from?
Music. Yeah, creative music, or I guess not even creating music for real. Just creating and completing a task, like just finishing anything, whether it be a song, whether it be a video, working with Guilty, or just finishing anything. Don't need to go into that, but finishing is a great feeling.
There's been 2 Ayo moments already. I love it.
Finishing gives me dopamine.
That's the way does it not?
Yeah.
Okay. So your album coming out actually today, meaning when the podcast goes live.
Okay.
So this Friday.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Entertaining Ourselves to Death. Let's just start with a title. What do you mean?
I took it from a book called Amusing Ourselves to Death. It's by an author named Neil Postman. And he wrote it about the entertainment industry and how it would take over religion. And I read it and did a whole like report on it. And I came from it. What I got from it at the end of the day was that we get distracted from true like purpose. Like we mistake a lot of things like love for lust, and we mistake like entertainment for, I guess, fun or freedom and stuff like that. But we all end up getting stuck in like this same cycle that ends where everyone ends, death.
Yeah.
And it really like encaptures my life, my relationships and everything, and how I've found myself entertaining a significant other, and eventually the relationship dying. And I mean, at the end of the day, of course, I've learned and from the situation, but I mean, it's false reality, I feel.
That I'm so happy you had a deep intrinsic answer to that, because I mean, when you first brought up celebrities being the new religion, I mean, it's factual. And even, I'll go as far to say sports media, like somebody who can put a ball in a basket really well and is now, people worship them like a god.
A king?
Yeah.
A king. I'm sorry to say it, but a king.
It's true. I mean, the symbolism is there, which is interesting. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to edit a third eye on my forehead during the entire podcast. No, entertaining ourselves to death. And there's a lot of people stuck in the cycle of dopamine. A lot of people can't not obtain dopamine for an entire day. And scrolling appeases that. Self-pleasure appeases that. Chasing after a girl that doesn't love you the way she should, with Jesus-like love, Mm-hmm. That's deep, bro. So you brought up a significant other in the past. Are you like a hurt? Because your number one song is Hurt People, which is kind of all about hurt people. Mm-hmm. Wait, what happened there? I just kind of want to know more about your story.
So with that was actually written before what entertaining ourselves to death is, or who entertaining ourselves to death is written about. But Hurt People was just like Me learning how to love somebody, but also learning how to love myself. First of all, I found myself trying to please somebody else without even like knowing what I can do, what the abilities, like my strengths, my weaknesses and stuff. I didn't really truly know myself, so it ended me hurting somebody else. And with that song, it's really like an apology to not only the person but to myself in a way.
Yeah, and you're a young man, and I feel like being a young man when you're in a relationship, it's so hard to sacrifice your time and your attention for that said woman because you're nothing yet. Like you have nothing to prove of yourself, or you have everything to prove of yourself. And it's like, I just haven't had the years in the game to do so. And so I don't know, young love is really difficult. So how are you getting better with that? I mean, the outlet was clearly the song, but in your personal life, how are you getting better with that?
Just building my relationship with God and with myself, and trying to like learn how to like trust myself and just build better habits. Because what I see it as is meeting anybody new, like a friend, even a relationship, I see it all being a responsibility. You're responsible for these person's feelings, emotions, and everything you guys go through, because they're coming into your life, and you allowing them is like opening a door. And with that, you have to have these what's it called?
Like morals,
boundaries. That's the word I was trying to use. Boundaries and responsibilities and strengths and good habits to be able to like function with this person and actually like build a relationship with this person. So really what I've been trying to do is just build better habits and show myself more love, so that I know how other people can and want to receive love.
And I feel like a lot of people take that whole better habits gig and turn it into ice baths, morning runs, skincare routine, which comes from the heart position is all about yourself. And then coming from a heart position of having a responsibility to please others, I feel like that's a big separation. It's really about your heart position. All these Instagram influencers now, it's all about being perfect. Have you seen people vacuum their couch super slowly in like a video, and then right after it, they like put on a skin mask,
eye thing,
face
and then the eye
or,
things, little under stuff,
and they pet a cat, and then they do the same cucumbers on their cat's eyes,
and cut up some fruits or something like that. Put it in a cup of water or something like that.
And then they pour a red wine, and then they put club soda in the red wine, and then they stir it up.
You forgot the candle.
The candle,
the 5 candles.
Yeah,
the 5 candles lit up.
And I think self-care is incredibly important, but it's really about the heart position of the self-care. What are some of the good habits that you're forming?
Some of the good habits I'm trying to form is I'm trying to read more. Trying to read like a chapter a day. I've ordered a couple of books. Some people have told me, gave me some recommendations for some books, but some people have told me about like ordering multiple books at one time. So this is something new for me, but I just finished reading, what's it called? The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. That was an amazing book. Laws of Power.
Robert
Mastery.
Greene. Robert Greene.
And then Seduction, I think, too.
Yeah.
But, just that. Of course, just keeping my word to myself, like, okay, going to church and stuff like that. Just trying to have more, I guess the word would be integrity. Of course, like, with the working out and waking up in the morning and stuff like that, just trying to hold myself more accountable for things that I say that I'm going to do the day before, and like actually trying to do those things and completing those tasks. So really just trying to build more confidence in saying what I'm going to do and doing it.
Reading is powerful. How often are you reading the book?
The book. I try every night. Every night before I go to bed. Of course I get on my knees every night and pray before I go to bed, but the book, I mean, what's it called? He said, Jesus said when he was tempted by the devil, he said, man cannot live by bread alone, but by the very words uttered by the Lord God. And that's all we can trust. And we can't live by over here entertainment. And that's not going to give us like the short burst of dopamine for only so long. But the only way we can actually have true peace and understanding is through faith, through God.
Action! Yo, I hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. I had to do a quick interruption to let you know we are now on Discord. The link is in the description to join. Make sure you join. We have a lot of fun things, weekly giveaways. You can help me with the talking points for each episode. I'm in there every single day hanging out with you guys. Honestly, shout out to the Slapper Gang. Without every single one of you, this would not be possible. Without further ado, I want to announce the winner of the weekly giveaway, the streetwear hoodie designed by Gia Bell. And the winner is Cheyenne. Congratulations to you. I hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. By the way, we're going right back to, you're going to watch and listen to, it's right back in, beautiful. I couldn't have said it better myself. Rasha, people know your music. People see the visuals. You're doing amazing. I told you over the phone about a week ago, I'm a huge, huge fan of your music, of the visuals that you guys have been creating. By the way, on that, I think it's your most recent music video, the shot with the white background and you're in a suit and it's you walking around quickly like that. That was absolutely beautiful. People don't know. This is the first long form interview of you, and I'm so excited to be the one doing it. I want people to kind of understand more of the timeline from when you touched a mic for the first time to now being a fully developed artist, dropping your first album.
First, let me say, I'm gonna go back a couple things. The video, it was All I Want, and the ladder scene where we were, or wasn't the ladder scene, there was just the clone scene. I gotta give that credit to Kenneth. He cooked up Guilty Visuals, amazing.
Yep.
And what's it called? Of course, Jovi helps with that. It was amazing video.
I think I know those guys. They're pretty sweet. Yeah, they're cool.
Cool guys.
Jovi's in the producer role, by the way, right now. Say hi, Jovi. That's Jovi.
Yes,
That's Jovi over there.
I'm here.
But then the question was starting from how long I've been doing music. I've been touching a mic. I remember my first time, I guess, like singing publicly was like third grade. I was in choir and I had a solo. And of course I had, what's it called? Times before where I was just like in the choir, but this was like a solo. So
what was it?
It was a church song. I'm trying to remember. 12 Gates. There is Hope by the Mississippi Children's Choir. And I sang that at church, at First Church, I remember, in Huntsville, Alabama. From there, I've always like loved music, had my connection with music. Eventually, started playing the piano, played piano for about 8 years, and did singing lessons, had recitals through there. But I didn't like officially pick up a mic until 2020 because, I had friends around me. Of course, they were in the recording and doing music and stuff like that, but I had never personally actually sat down and recorded on something, just like played the piano, of course, Beethoven type shit. That's what I grew up on, what I learned, what's called classical music and everything. Eventually, I picked up when COVID came, we were in quarantine. I eventually picked up recording. I picked up Logic, picked up a computer and a microphone, and cooked up a couple songs, and people saw it and they heard it. Some of my stuff in the beginning wasn't the best, but it had vision.
Oh yeah, watch episode 1 of the podcast. It's horrible, dude.
So y'all got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Y'all got to start somewhere. I feel like failure is the best teacher, and that's something that everyone has to face. No one's gonna pick up something and just be great at it. They got to learn just paying attention to details. They got to learn the details to anything to learn. Yeah, I eventually moved from Huntsville and decided to go to Full Sail and chase my dreams with music and recording engineering and everything. Just trying to, sharpen my tools and sharpen my ear so that hopefully when I am in the industry,
right,
that I will be, able to do everything possible to reach my highest heights.
Well, I mean, you are in the industry, meaning you're creating and you're dropping your hit album today. Go stream it in the description. Entertaining ourselves to death. Why did you say when you're in the industry? I'm curious. What's the separation in your mind for in the industry and not in the industry? What's that separation?
The separation, I feel like, would just be influence. I feel, in a way, yes, I have. I've reached people, but
is it a contract? Like, are you said influence, of course. So, listeners and fans, but are you wanting to remain independent, or if a label comes up, of course you're going to take it to help?
I'm wanting to remain independent just to get my vision. I'd take loans and stuff like that. Just people believing in the creative vision, but
Owned by the bank instead of the label. I like it. Literally. That's how we do it here at the Wet Slap.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to have the flexibility to be able to develop my ideas and not be saturated by, per se, I guess I would say, the industry.
What do you do other than music, Rasha? Because I don't know you super well, but I know I like you. What do you do?
I like you too, bro.
Appreciate it,
I like
bro.
you too, Brant.
We just had a moment.
We did.
Yeah.
Pause. But
Resume.
I mean, I'm in school right now. What's it called? Finishing up soon. But I mean, that's as of right now. I'm just doing freelancing, working at some churches, getting some doing some audio engineering work. But besides that, that's my thing.
Jovi, you're fired. Was that your phone?
If I said no, am I reacting?
Yeah. Sure.
Nope.
Was it your phone?
Yeah.
Just be honest with me. Was it?
Oh, it was. I'm an honest person.
It was your phone?
Yeah. It was.
You're an honest person?
Yeah.
He's lying.
Thanks for being honest with me. You're fired.
Thank you.
I got pulled over.
You got pulled over?
Yeah, I got pulled over on the 408, and I was on the highway going like 21 over.
Sheesh.
So I got off on the exit because I was really close to an exit, pulled over to the side in like a safe area, and I just kept my hands on the steering wheel. I'm not nervous of cops, but I don't ever want to. I am nervous of cops, but I don't want to give myself a reason to be like extra nervous.
Don't want to test it.
Right. So I just kept my hands on the steering wheel, and he came over, and he was a real nice guy. And, he asked for my ID, asked me a couple questions where I was heading and stuff. And I was like, my ID's in my pocket. Like, am I good to grab it? And he's like, sure. And I handed it to him. And then he actually took me out of the car, handcuffed me, beat me up, called a bunch of people over. Yeah, but actually they're still searching for me because there were 6 of them and I had handcuffs on. Took care of everybody, got back in my car, drove like this on my steering wheel the entire way.
You're lucky. You're a lucky guy.
Yeah. The whole last part wasn't real, but I got pulled over and he let me go. He's like, you saved a $240 ticket. Why'd I even say that? What'd you say at the end?
I don't even know.
I have a podcast and I still do these things.
I was gonna say you were a lucky guy.
Thank you.
I mean, if I were not making that up, these niggas say got beat up. What?
Wait, where are you from originally?
I'm from Alabama. So.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, Florida's a lot better with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, out here I've met some like it was only like one time, but they seem like harder out here. Like it was lucky I had they just seem harder out here.
What situation were you in?
I think I was speeding. But what's it called? I had left the dispensary, being that I have my license out here, and he smelled the car, and they were like, he was trying to press me, but lucky I have my license, and he was like, he asked me to get out and everything. He was like, never mind. I was like, okay,
Because you had your med card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a touchy place for police now. They don't know. I mean, they know you can't drive under the influence, but it's hard to prove that somebody's under the influence. They got to do what?
They have to catch you in the
Oh, actually doing it
Physical act of smoke.
with their eyeballs and their.
Yeah. They'll press you though
Interesting.
if you smell.
If
I'm in the act, they're not catching me.
Throw it out the window.
in another life, were you ever a police officer?
Sorry, I had to travel.
What if you were
What
if you were in a Attack on Titan world? Would you be an officer? Or would you be, what's the guys that wear the green shirts and go out of the walls?
I'm sorry, anime fans.
No.
I'm
No.
sorry, anime fans. Listen. I've tried, and I've seen a birth in person, but Attack on Titans literally makes my skin crawl. I cannot see.
Some people have a
get
phobia.
Bitten in half.
Some people have a phobia of giant humans eating smaller humans. It's a thing.
I think it's my nightmares when I was younger. I think I've had nightmares just like of giants.
I have dreams of it happening, but they're not nightmares. Because I'm like, I have my swords out, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go.
So it's like an adventure.
My nightmares are more like sitting at school in like homeroom. That's what was it called, right? Yeah. And then everybody's singing the Pledge of Allegiance, and I look down, and I ain't got pants on. And I'm like, what? Yes. Yeah, and then as soon as I leave, I'm fighting Titans, and the dream's so much better.
My nightmares, I had like the same nightmare for like, when I say like 10 years, I was like telling people about this like a week ago. I literally always had a dream that I was like I was a kid, and I was with a fat lady getting dragged around Disney World with my pants, just with some boxers. It was on some weird shit. Like, I don't know, I always had that dream. And it was literally, I was at Disney, I'm in the middle of Disney World, pants down, I'm like embarrassed. That was a nightmare for me.
That's some people's real life.
Imagine.
Just kids with
imagine
the leashes on. Did you ever wear a leash as a kid?
Nah.
That came about like we were too young. Like when we were kids, were people doing that? I think it's new.
I think the reason why they made the leash is because they weren't allowed to beat kids in public.
What?
Because if you walked away from your dad in 2004,
walked away.
it ain't gonna happen.
I wasn't walking.
Now they just yank you back.
Yeah, and how they just had to.
I mean, you have no idea where that nightmare stems from.
Should look it up.
Someone was telling me that. I just don't know. I don't know.
Look it up.
Sure.
While you're looking that up.
Fat lady drags me around Disney
Yeah.
in my boxers.
I don't know
Does
who
it
this
mean-
fat lady was.
Reddit exists. You'll find it somewhere. That's crazy, bro.
I don't know who this fat lady was.
When you have good dreams, what is it about?
My good dreams, I can fly in my good dreams, but it's not. It's always this weird type of flying thing. Like, it's like I have to jump from something really high and like just believe.
And sometimes it doesn't work, and then you wake up.
And but I have to believe.
You have the answer. Will you hand it to him? Okay.
No.
This guy with the chat GBT. Dreams where you find yourself being dragged around in your boxers can evoke a sense of vulnerability and loss of control. Such as dreams might symbolize feeling exposed or embarrassed in a real life situation. They could also represent a fear of being ridiculed or not having control over personal circumstances.
GG.
So they just
man.
say
Chat
explore your emotions.
Hey, man, you're loved, and you can be vulnerable here. Okay.
Thank you.
Of
I
course.
appreciate that.
Open yourself up.
Yeah. Tell me your deepest secret right now.
I was going to say.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll tell you mine. So basically, my deepest secret is I peed in pools probably most of my life. And it only, I think I was like 20 years old when I stopped, which was 4 years ago. I'm being honest.
Blue tint was a real thing. So you got lucky.
No,
So
it never happened to me.
You got lucky.
it never happened to me, and I was literally thinking about that I was thinking about it today. I have not been in a pool in like a couple of years, and I think the reason why that is because I used to pee in pools so much, so I know people that pee in pools, so I do not go in pools. So I just cancel it out together and save everyone the trouble of my pissing in a pool.
Is it bad that I don't care that other people pee in pools if I'm in it? Like if I'm in a big pool and if Jovi's looking at me straight in the eyes and he's like, I'm peeing, I would walk away from him, but I wouldn't get out of the pool.
It dilutes.
Right?
There's enough chemicals in there.
Like separate,
Am I too accepting?
disperses.
Right.
You just get like a pee molecule on.
I might be too accepting.
Did you guys know? Did you guys know that when you go into a bathroom, if you can smell poop, then that means there's poop molecules in your nose,
For
in your
sure.
ear?
That's why I hold my breath.
That's just,
It's
that is
recommended to
actually-
close your toilet seat, then flush.
Yeah, because it can get out and get on your toothbrush and stuff.
Let's say you move into a new house.
Okay.
Are you changing the toilet seats or are you leaving the old toilet seats?
Ooh. That's deep.
Question back: have you ever raw dogged a public toilet?
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
going to say something great.
Every time.
Never.
Every time?
Every time.
Every time?
Because you
not
know
even
what?
a stand over?
Have you ever?
hover?
Oh, you hover?
Yes.
Toilet
paper?
The most I've done is hover, but I usually when I have time, I toilet paper.
Raw dog is.
I clean it every time. If I'm the only one in there, I'll even walk out and put some soap on the thing.
Why clean it when you could just lay the napkins?
I'll lay the napkins if it's not soiled. But if you see a little pee, and even
Oh,
worse,
okay.
discoloration
Quick
on the
wipe.
toilet seat.
Right.
That's literally that's the usual thing that I see, discoloration. So I put the tissue.
There's definitely a commitment to using a public restroom where you know you're going to spend some time and you have to be incredibly delicate with the movements that you're doing to the toilet.
Because if you hear, oh, and you get cold. Yeah.
Oh, if what
I
if
hit
a
with the splash.
up on you, right in the gooch. Sorry, I had to say it. Right there. You know the exact.
I be feeling like I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm gonna get an infection or something like that.
What else makes you feel like you're gonna die?
What else makes?
Probably like not breathing.
There's that.
Yeah.
Adderall.
Oh.
Adderall.
You
makes
don't
me
feel like Superman on that?
No, and anytime I do Adderall, like I feel like I'm gonna die. Like I feel like anxious. Like I feel like the world is going like 1,000 miles per hour, and my death is impending. Like it's coming tomorrow.
Wow. So
And then tomorrow happens, and I literally feel like I died.
and is it the opposite with cannabis?
Yeah, stops.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe you're not recommended for that.
Yes.
Are you recommending Adderall to all the kids across America right now, producer Jovi?
I recommend
What do you recommend, Jovi?
world peace
And is that done with Adderall? Is that what you're trying to say?
Healthy diet.
for some people.
You know what's weird is 3 podcasts in a row I've talked about world peace,
Oh.
and I'm pretty sure it's my job now. Yeah, it's my job. I think that's what I'm doing here.
That's
Well,
that's
I'm
your
here.
purpose.
Yeah. What's your purpose? Whoa, flipped it on him.
He's spitting bars. I don't even know why I'm here.
That's a real hope.
What is my purpose? My purpose is to share the gospel. To share the gospel. And the gospel is the good news. It's love.
Be a servant.
Be a servant. I'm a servant whispering, like, screaming out in the woods, talking about Jesus is coming. And yes, he is. And that's really what I want to do. I guess prepare the way. That's my purpose. And I don't want to really like show that I can do it. I want to show that it's possible. It's possible to change. It's possible to grow. It's possible to heal.
That's a beautiful thing. What artist do you think would say the same thing?
Rest in peace, X.
X.
I feel like he would say it.
Oh, he would definitely give it to you. X gonna give
He
it.
would have some whole like, I can't even think strategic. Like he's just genius, or was. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Dude, shout out to Hillsong United, by the way. They make some of the best worship songs ever.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's the other one? I don't know. There's another like church that makes worship music, and I'm like, this is a hit. This is a pop song, dude. Yeah. We need some more of those because
You listen to Kurt Franklin?
no, wait, does he do Up? No, that's Forrest Frank. I'm
You
thinking of
listen
Forrest
to
Frank.
Ty Tribbett.
No. Are you putting me on game?
I'm about to put you on some game.
Appreciate you.
Ty Tribbett actually has a church out here.
Okay.
And what's it called? He's he's won multiple Grammys. He actually won on BET. Was it? No, he won a Grammy this year for best gospel album.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Is that so? Because I have looked through the lyrics on all your singles that are out. And of course, I know when you're pointing and personifying Jesus and Christianity and God. Are you ever going to make an actual gospel song it's like no reading between the lines, no understanding what I'm saying, but like straight up sing this and you know what it's about?
I have multiple of those.
You've made multiple?
I have multiple of those. And maybe it's just not...
Outright saying the name in the song?
No. I am outside saying the name, and the purpose is seen. But I guess I find myself as a perfectionist with stuff like that, and just know how it can be perceived in different ways. But I guess at some point you gotta, it's not about what other people think, it's about making music for myself and like what I have learned from my life.
So the podcast is about to start right now.
We haven't done the podcast at all.
I actually got, thank you.
A ripped paper.
So we actually just started. That whole beginning sequence was all AI. We
Generated it.
all right. Let's see here.
AI
I'm not sure what
generated a whole
happened.
How was it
Conversation.
folded, but you still ripped it? That's
You never
the
ripped
question.
Comedic effect for sure. 'Cause
That's when it rips.
What does Gideon say? The perk was, but I still ate it. What does he say? You would know.
I know the perk was fake, but I still ate it.
Yeah. For some reason, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Sorry, I got brain rot. If you were singing a karaoke song on a cruise ship in front of a lot of people, what would the karaoke song be?
That's a good one.
What's that one by Whitney Houston? Anyone's shadow. I believe my destiny.
Yeah, we're gonna sample that for sure.
Because the greatest love of all. That's the song. Greatest love of all.
Oh, Greatest Love of All. Yeah.
Yeah, Whitney Houston.
1985.
I would do like "Hey Yeah" by Outkast or something like that.
Okay. That'd
Which-
probably be next.
I did Chris Brown
What song?
with some girl. It might have been "Excuse Me, Miss." Or what is that?
That's when he was a real young kid. Yeah, that was when he was young. Excuse. Never mind. I'm not gonna sing it.
What's the bar, though?
Or Crazy by Charles Bark. Charles Gnarl. I don't even know his name. I'm not even going to try.
Wait, is that the one that?
What was it?
Can you sing it?
Because I might be crazy.
Oh, that's the big green guy. I always say he's big green guy.
CeeLo Green.
No, those are two different people.
But the original CeeLo Green redid it, right?
Yeah, I think
He,
That
Wait,
you're thinking the original.
wait. I'm lying. I found out a couple years ago those are the same people. It's the same person.
stupid.
But he
Oh,
just changed his name.
oh,
I'm pretty sure he
okay.
changed his name.
CeeLo.
But I might be wrong. Again,
They sound the same.
I might be wrong.
Well, at
Might
least
be
we have
dumb.
all three answers out there, so one of them has to be right.
So either it's him or it's two different people, or have you ever seen them in the same room? That's all I'm saying.
Crazy. All right, I think I got. Let's see here.
It's just for paper for me.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta line it up.
Judge him, Jovi.
Real
Judge him.
professional.
Hold on.
Judge him, Jovi.
We're
Judge
real
him.
professional.
Oh, if you were a musical instrument, what would you be?
Saxophone.
Damn, why?
Let's guess.
I feel like
kinda
alto,
sexy.
like an alto sax.
Ooh.
Like I
Okay.
feel like that would be it. Just
You
I
just
don't
like the
have any-
sound.
Just have to
Dang.
type shit.
Okay.
Type shit.
All right.
That's how I feel. Like when I wake up in the morning, that's literally what I hear.
Why not the that one that start the Exino something something?
The xylophone. Ding ding. No.
No?
I'm not very.
That's not your vibe.
That's
I'm
mellow.
like-
That's more mellow.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still mellow, but like it's more sustained. I feel like the xylophone doesn't have as much sustain
Right.
as a sax.
Yeah, I'll probably go with like
Triangle.
that's crazy. I'm gonna go with
Disrespect.
I'd probably be a mic.
A mic?
Yeah, just to be close to like the lead singer every night.
Hot breath.
Feel like I get the best view.
But that's instrument?
Sure. What?
I'm pretty sure the vocals are the instrument.
That's great.
Ooh.
That's great.
No.
Yeah, he might be right. The mic might be the tool, but you can use but that would involve a software
One
interface.
instrument, same thing.
It is. It's a device and an instrument.
I opted out and decided to choose
But I
Pick
think
one.
they're
something
both,
that might not
both
even
W
be.
answers, vocals and mic.
Which era of music would you want to release music in, if you could?
Late 80s.
Late 80s?
I love that soul jazz. Like I would hate it. It would be a hassle to have had to record on tape and analog and use all that old gear and cut it and spend hours in the hot studio. But it was just I find it so fascinating. Like them taking hours to make a song, the details and stuff. Can't lie, it's pretty easy today if you know what you're doing to make a whole what's it called? Hit.
Yeah. Oh, and I would know. I have a bunch of musical hits. Super easy, dude. Honestly,
He actually
the
wrote
right work.
Happy by Pharrell.
Yeah.
By Pharrell.
Yeah. Dude, I think I got something else on here. I'm not too good at reading. I'm just kidding. I'm a really good reader. I'm actually really. What's the most bizarre place you found inspiration for a song? What's the most bizarre like place or thing?
It was the Orlando Science Museum. Like I went there and it was like maybe it was the architecture and shit, but it was just very cool. They had like a lot of like just gravity and stuff, and it just shows how people put time into anything: science, math, English,
Yeah.
all the subjects, all the trades, all the things that we need in this world. And
When you write a song, do you ever, and when you're recording a song, do you ever think about the music video while you're doing it?
yes,
All the time?
all the time.
Weird. You know, whenever I'm making a video, I think of music the entire time. Yeah. literally a song will inspire the song doesn't even have to be in that part, but like a song just makes me see the visuals and the storyline of whatever video I'm making. And then sometimes it's applicable when a song is needed for like a B-roll shot or something.
Nah, literally my songs are literally like stories. And that's the way like I write them. Like even most songs, like I'll start off with some like I have a song Focus. It's on Entertaining Ourselves to Death. It's track 3 with Shanice, and like in the beginning I literally have like this one synth that goes like and it does that in the beginning and the end, and I have like that to give like the anticipation of like something opening, like an opening like scene or like the curtain rising or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like the song just drops in. So like anytime I make music, it's to maybe I see colors and just see like flashing lights of like how I want like shots in some scenes and stuff like that. But it just develops over time, which is some motivation and just creativity.
Yeah. The flashing lights and colors wouldn't be good for somebody with epilepsy, but it's really good for your musical design. I agree.
I actually had an ex with epilepsy.
How'd you get rid of her?
That's crazy.
Just be honest. Took her to a disco?
Yeah.
Took her to prom?
Nice.
Hey, baby, look at this real quick.
Sorry, I don't think this is working.
I feel a little sick. See ya.
Yeah, the ambulance coming to get you, but I don't think this is working out. I'll see you.
Baby, I gotta call my mom. I gotta go outside real quick. Never come
My
back.
phone's flashing.
Let me take pictures of you.
Sorry for a second. My mom's calling real quick.
Make sure you turn the flash off.
Turn it towards her.
Ah, that's crazy.
What do you think about Eminem's fall off?
Eminem was great.
Eminem was great.
He was great.
But you're using the word was, and so am I. So what's going on right here?
Goodness,
Well, let's get this across. Whenever somebody's great once, they were great. They are great. But his past, 2 main projects were just like, it's not Eminem.
It's not.
I think exits are almost just as important as the entrance.
Oh, definitely.
And when people ruin their exit, damn.
You gotta
You
think
spoiled it.
You gotta think about it as we're entertainers. And the fact you're entertaining, you think about it as a play or a film. Nobody wants to sit in a film all like 10 years.
True.
Like shit. So
Shows have to have a finale.
they have to have a finale, and sometimes the finale is the best part. People are over here seeing the characters fall and everything. You look at any of these stories, these allegories and stuff written, they have the rise, the climax, and then the heroes fall, and every hero got to fall off.
Yeah. That's, I watch a lot of basketball, especially now that it's the playoffs. And LeBron James is still great. He's the oldest person in the NBA, and I love LeBron. And I receive him as definitely the GOAT. He's getting swept by Denver. No, they won one.
They won.
They won one.
They won. It's 3-1, but
So it's 3-1. But I really hope LeBron makes the exit before he does what Michael Jordan did, which Michael Jordan won 6 straight rings. But his last year, his numbers were definitely inflated, and that doesn't take away anything from Michael Jordan. I'm a guy on a podcast. Michael Jordan, I love everything he did. But they just missed on their exits. They really did.
I feel that.
Win a championship and dip. Like, win that 6th in a row championship knowing you're too old.
Win.
And dip.
I think he thought he was like, okay, I'm going to do it one more year type shit. And
Then
it just didn't work.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this now just so we have it. Who's to say, everyone keeps saying that I'm crazy to say this, but who's to say that the Lakers won't come back?
You're crazy.
So everyone's saying I'm crazy, but we have this on record right now. The NBA has been known to be set up. We've seen some crazy thing. So why would we take it away from them to get more money, get more streams, get more views to prolong till Game 7?
The only reason...
And LeBron would be the one to do it.
Yeah. Well, it's the first round in the playoffs, so I can see them trying to stretch the numbers out, but I'm curious how many numbers they would truly get from a game first round of the playoffs. Yeah, exits are important, no?
Nah, it literally is. Can't stay for too long.
When you're at a social gathering, do you have good exits? Do you ever do an Irish goodbye? Do you know what that is? An Irish goodbye is when you don't tell anyone you're leaving and you just leave, and then everybody's like, "Where'd Rasha go?"
Oh, that's the only way to do it.
Right?
So
You're gonna walk around and say bye to everybody that's gonna forget about you saying bye like 5 seconds later.
Did you read 48 Laws of Power yet? Did you?
I haven't.
So in that book, there's a law. I can't quote it, but it talks about not letting people know where you're at and not letting people know when you're going to show up. Like if somebody reaches out to you for plans and you know they're going to be there, instead of being like, "Oh yeah, I'll definitely be there at X time," you show up. You show up there unexpected.
Now I've heard like I watched some like I guess summaries on the book and stuff. I've heard some of the laws and stuff. Like there was this one law. It was like, don't make your superior feel like you know better than them. Like it was talking about
Crazily manipulative, yeah.
Yeah, it's like because it would literally make them feel intimidated and they won't like give you more chances type.
I'm pretty sure that's the first law in the book, and it's don't outshine your master.
Yeah, that's literally.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, you read the book?
I've read most of the laws.
Okay.
I've read most of the laws.
I need to tap into that soon.
Yeah,
Sad.
I read a lot of them, and I'm like, a lot of them are pretty straightforward, but it's just nice to see when he puts it into historical context, seeing where people applied this for great power before. But a lot of the things we all do subconsciously, just because, believe it or not, we're all trying to survive when it comes down to it. Unless you truly die to yourself and become a follower of Jesus and you're really good at it. That's about the only time that you're not going on power trips constantly every single day.
No, literally. I know some people that like they'll go into a room and like we'll be with like some engineers talking to us and we're students and they're over here talking about, oh, you got to do this, you got to do, or don't you do this, or don't you do that. And I'm like, aren't they the ones getting paid? Aren't they the teachers? And literally them speaking misses out on so much knowledge because you can't hear and speak at the same time.
Be quick to listen, slow to speak. What do you live by?
Profit.
What do you live by? What's like, if you had to throw out a quote, sorry for doing this, but like if you had to throw out something that you're kind of like, that's me. What we talking here? For me, it's, I'm 6'3". That's what I live by.
Live by? Let's go with a quote from Coach Carter. It wasn't written like in Coach Carter. I forgot. It was like someone, Marie Williams or something. I actually have it on mine. Let me see, actually. Oh, yeah. Marina Williamson. It says, our deepest fears is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fears is that we're powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Wow.
And that's what I live by.
Shout out Coach Carter, by the way.
Coach Carter, yes.
That's good. And by the way, that was on his lock screen.
Damn.
So you could pull that out right away.
I always keep it there.
That's beautiful. I like, there's a comedian that said this on a podcast a couple years ago. Dane Cook. His name's Dane Cook. And he was going on this rant about anxiety, and especially for performers, people who do anything that requires an audience. It's like, are you really anxious, or are you just like so excited you might win? And when you can like bottle up your anxiety and know that just comes with it and you might win, like there's a possibility to win right here and you just go for it. Anxiety can be confused with excitement.
Correct.
You can change your anxiety into excitement.
Very true.
That's what I'm doing right now.
It's your view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all your perception of life at the point. Like sometimes you can mistake. I forgot where I was going with that point.
So say you're sad. So say, Rasha, you're sad right now.
Mm-hmm.
What face would you make if you're sad? So you're actually sad. No. Okay, let's make, what's your angry face for real? Dang, you do a disappointed angry face. Oh, okay, we're including the arm gesture.
He just doesn't show really much expression when you're like upset. I could relate to him. You'll know when he's happy because he's happy. But if like he's feeling some type of way, no more teeth. Teeth are gone.
Yeah.
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 See, no teeth.
I hide my mustache when I'm angry. I go like this.
That's stupid, isn't it?
Who's that one guy that has that? He covers his whole, he can eat his nose with his mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
I think they don't have like cheekbones or something like that.
A lot of old people can do that.
What's the most underrated feature on a human being? Underrated feature has to be kneecaps.
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 Yeah, she got some nice knee. Okay, I feel like that's
Yeah.
I guess it's underrated.
Because you got some
Stupid.
some bad kneecaps.
The thing is, like, there's not specifically good kneecaps. And when I'm saying this, I'm more talking about girls. But I've seen, like, bad kneecaps. That's not going to ruin it for me. But it's definitely going to be something that I see with my eyes. But I'm not really into, like, kneecap stuff. I've never really been that kind of guy, personally.
Yeah, rub your kneecaps together.
Going off what Brant said earlier about confusing anxiety for excitement. Let's go back to the album pop-up in Orlando. That day, what were like your feelings there? Because he did perform your song to people, and I know it was a long day.
Gut heart in my stomach. I was so anxious. Like it was just different. Like, of course I've been like in areas where I've like been to like open mics and performed and everything, but just having everybody pull up for that be the purpose for the album, for the listening experience, for entertaining ourselves to death, and then just hoping it would all run out well and like there would be no slip ups, and it I ended up worrying for no reason because it came out amazing. I had the help of Jovi, thank God sent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really anxious just to, I guess, have people listen to my work, everything that I've been stuck in my in the lab in my studio like for months working on. It was kind of like scary to just open it up to people, but it ended up just being, everyone loved it, and it was a great experience. So with that, it was really just, again, a mental thing, like a mental block that I really just had to get over. And
Yeah, I really wish I was there, actually. I'm always... There's something innate in performing, like the beauty of performing. I don't think there's a feeling on earth that's comparable to performing in front of a crowd. Whether it's music, comedy, honestly, anything.
Plays. And
Yeah,
everything.
even getting in front of the
basketball,
class.
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, basketball, even getting in front of the class. There's something built into us that, like, since the beginning, something about standing in front of the village and being the one to, like, communicate or do something. It's in us, bro.
Yeah, to be able to show, it's just hearing. I guess it would be validation, like just hearing that the work was not only enjoyed by you, because of course you create, or most people try to create for themselves, but it's always something new. It's a whole different feeling when other people are like, "Oh, I like this," because other people like different things. So it's like just kind of being able to see from a different point of view. I feel like it gives, being able to perform, you're able to see like people's response and not just like your own response. Because as an artist, as even like I feel like a comedian, an artist never hears their song for the first time. A comedian never hears a joke for the first time because they're building the joke. And artist is making the song and stuff. So just seeing how people react to hearing something for the first time is the joy that I feel like it gets.
I love that, because magicians, they say none of this is magic to them. It's all trickery. And the reason they do it is to see your reaction. Like, you get to see the magic and they get to see your reaction, and that's why they do it, which is crazy.
And so I guess it would be the person never really sees their product until other people see it.
Yeah.
Or sees their product for the first time until other people see it.
Especially Amazon. They see, yeah. They send that out, and it comes to your door.
And then if it's not there, then it's not there.
What do they call it? A porch pirate? Porch pirate probably stole your
Ooh,
packages.
Are you a porch pirate?
I don't think I could.
I think that's
only because I would hate it if somebody did it to me.
That's too nice to say porch pirate.
So I've
Like,
never,
there's-
I've never done that, but I was literally thinking about it the other day. I saw this, I think it was a Twitter post. It was like, what are you doing if somebody drops a DoorDash off at your front door?
I'm eating
your
it.
front door. You
That's
eating it?
different. That's different.
You're eating. I
Going
was
out of
literally
your way
thinking
at
about
somebody
that.
else's places.
That's a porch
Yeah.
pirate, but on your own porch. If Jack Sparrow comes on your boat, I'm not asking questions. It's
They got my
where'd the rum go?
Where'd the rum go?
I had a friend in high school. Well, I want to say a friend. I had a girl in high school. She used to like steal everything. Like I'm talking about. She used to I gave her nicknames, and people would come to me to give her a new nickname every time we found out she took something else. So she would steal people's pretzels. We called her the pretzel pirate. There was this. Oh my gosh. She came up to me. I got a burrito from Taco Bell for lunch. I'm like 2 bites into this. She says, "Can I have a bite?" I say no. She takes off with her hand the top of my burrito in class. Ended up calling her the Burrito Bandit. Then she took
Burrito Bandit.
and then she took people's crackers. So we called her the Cracker Cook.
What'd you just call me? Sorry, clip that.
We called her
Good.
the Cracker Crook, and then she tried to take somebody's iPhone and their charger, and we said that she worked at AT&T Thieves.
Oh,
Dang.
these are bars. So you were cooking.
That's what see. I knew, and I wasn't even planning on doing music at that time.
AT&T.
AT&T Thieves.
So stupid.
Yeah, nothing's worse than
Bro, she took my burrito.
Where do you think she's at now?
yeah. That's
You have to
pretty
think about it.
significant.
I don't know.
What do you think she's doing? Do you think she changed her way?
I pray.
Yeah, and also it's a bad habit because once you steal something, everything you look at or see, you're like, I could steal that. It's actual bad. People get addicted to stealing.
Target earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah, people used to steal. I had some friends. I'm not gonna say no names to incriminate. They used to steal clear earrings, like from Claire's. Like go in and take the magnet earrings. I was like, you just go get some earrings.
Yeah.
But I feel like they just did it for like the rush,
The rush.
like the drive.
How'd this podcast feel? Did this feel like a rush? Like, did you feel like you stole something from the viewers?
I stole y'all's time, like
Fair.
Straight
stole y'all's
up.
time, just
That's what's up.
wasted. Yeah.
Rashaw, where can they find the new album, Entertaining Ourselves to Death?
Entertaining Ourselves to Death would be under the artist Rasha, $HA. You look that up, and it should come up on everything. Apple Music, Spotify. Just go and check me out. But, or you can look on Instagram, him.rasha, and you can find the link in my bio, or my website, rashamusic.com.
All the important, significant links will be down in the description for sure. I got you. We stole y'all's time. I'm so sorry. If you're not streaming the album, what? You know what I mean though? Like why?
If you're not streaming the album,
Right?
then you're entertaining yourself to death.
There's definitely some good songs in there.
It's nothing but, that's just no skips.
Yeah.
No skips.
You got a song named Burrito Bandit or no?
Burrito Bandit.
That is on the next week. How'd you know about that?
I know everything. Like and subscribe. Rashaw, everybody, you just got a taste of who he is.
Discord.
Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.